Hi there, happy Wednesday. Okay, so this is another question from my recent little PDF that I'm offering to people to give them a reality check on if they are a serial investor. Because if you keep investing and investing and not seeing the results that you think you're going to get with every program or coach or whatever, there is a problem, and it could be you. Hashtag reality check. Hashtag. So anyway, on another question, I posted a video yesterday with one of the questions that's on this sheet. I thought I'd just keep kind of going along this track a little bit and talk about another thing that might come up. That is, are you searching for the perfect system by being a coach hopper or a serial course taker? This is a thing that I think a lot of entrepreneurs, especially when brand new, get caught in this little trap of, first of all, there's the whole fear, right? I mean, I've experienced it. The fear that you don't know enough, right? That is holding you back from taking the actual actions and steps that you need to take to actually really connect with those people that you want to connect with. Because you can put it down on paper a million freaking times, who your ideal client is, what your niche is, all this stuff. But until you actually get out there and start offering your services or your products, you are never really going to know who those people are. So in an attempt to not get overwhelmed or deflated or disappointed or start negative talking yourself because you are taking course after course after course, or going from coach to coach to coach and still not seeing the results, I think it's a good idea to give yourself a good reality check. And you can grab that PDF because I will put the link in the description for this video, but it's at CherriseBoucher.com/serialinvestor, and that will come right into your inbox. Sometimes it's hard to take a real down and dirty look at your own things that are preventing you from moving forward, and that whole getting in your own way thing. So if you think the perfect formula must be out there and it's just around the corner, this kind of reminds me, this is a little side note, reminds me of collecting shells on the beach. How there's this beach, and I'm not sure if it's still the same, but Sanibel Island on the west coast in South Florida that I would go to when I lived down there. Massive amounts of shells, right? But I could literally like just keep going because that perfect shell, like the big one or something, the unusual one, was going to be just ahead. Like if I stopped now, then I would miss it. It's kind of like that. So it's also like gambling, right? When you're sitting at the slot machine, and I've only ever done really the nickel slots, and you're like, if I get up from this slot machine, I just know that the next person that's going to come over here is going to pull the thing. And I don't think they do that anymore. And they're going to get the jackpot. So you're thinking that the next program is going to give you the system or the process or the magic formula that you need to have to be successful. Because that's what the marketing tells you, right? I mean, everybody who creates ads and promotes their programs think it's the best program on the planet because it worked for them. It did work for them, but it doesn't mean it's going to work for you the same way. There are parts and pieces of whatever they offer that may work, but probably it's pretty unlikely that the whole package is going to work for you in the same way that it worked for somebody else. They'll promise the 6- and 7-figure businesses, but it worked for them. And it may not have worked for them overnight. It was something they developed over time and found that that worked for them. So here's what I'm going to tell you about doing this program hopping and coach hopping thing. There is no perfect formula out there. You know who has the perfect formula? You do. So what the best thing that you can do from all the information that you collect is make it your own. So use your intuition, right? We've all got it. We know what we like and what we don't like. But sometimes we need to, what's the word I'm looking for? Discriminate between our fear of doing something or that, the sign that this isn't the right thing to do. That can be a little tricky, but it usually lays right within your gut feelings, right? So if you sit with it for a minute, you can tell. But like if you're not very outgoing on video or something like that, and you're totally resisting it, I totally get that. It took me a long time to do this, to be honest with you. Even though I have an interview series that is video that I've been doing for, I'm in my 3rd year of it, I still didn't want to do this kind of thing. So resistance is often, like you're pushing outside of your comfort zone, and it does not feel comfortable at all. Like it really doesn't. So you need to decide that there may be things in somebody's system that you are like, hell yeah, I can totally do that. And there may be other things that you're like, oh my God, no. Like if something you don't like, for instance, somebody says you need to send out like 15 emails in a week. I freaking hate that. And I'm most likely going to unsubscribe from somebody who does that to me. So if that doesn't resonate with you and you're like, I am not going to launch this thing and send out 15 freaking emails a week to harass people into joining my challenge or my program or whatever it is you're doing, then don't do it. There are no rules that say that you have to do something step by step because so-and-so said you should. There aren't. No rules. So, but what you can do is you try things. So try doing maybe half of that or something. See what feels good and then what's maybe a little push for you to do. But the important thing is that you've probably, I guarantee you already have enough knowledge and know-how to take the steps to do what you want to do, to create the program or to do the challenge or to create the business that you want to create. And if something is holding you back from doing it, the procrastination of taking course after course or working with coach after coach is becoming an excuse for you for actually taking the action and moving forward, then cut that shit out. Because I, from personal experience, can tell you that until you get out there and you do it, it comes easier, and then you will feel more comfortable doing what you're going to do, and also may shift a bit. So don't spend too much time on the steps and the perfect systems and the massively guaranteed strategies that people have out there. Take what feels right and make it your own, and then take action on it and get out there. Okay, I think I've talked long enough. Yes, almost 9 minutes. Time flies when you do this. So if you have any comments or questions, just go ahead and post them whenever you see this video, or message me if you have a question. You can find me, Cherrise Boucher, CherriseBoucher.com. I am a momentum strategy coach, and I help people in a couple different ways, very customized, because nobody's business is the same and no two people are the same. So we work together crafting a plan for you to get the ideas out of your head, and I also can help take some things off of your plate. So don't let anything hold you back from following through with what you'd like to do. Have an awesome midweek day, and I will talk to you again soon. I gotta stop this.